Hello, everybody. It's time for another midweek check-in at Judson Memorial Missionary Baptist Church. And me, I'm the pastor, Kevin Sterling, here to let you know that as I've taken time this week to pray for you, I hope and pray that you have lifted me up. I'm sure you have. And so I thank you for that. But as we think about lifting each other up in prayer, have you ever thought about praying for ourselves? What I mean by that is to really ask God, you know, help me to do the right things so I can help others where they struggle. And sometimes we don't respond to God the way that we should. Sometimes we don't consider ourselves and the troubles that we have. We're so quick to help other people. We end up getting in the way, really, because of the troubles that we're bringing along, too. And I thought about that in light of something I read earlier today in Nehemiah chapter 9. And I wanted to share that with you. Um, Basically, this is a picture of what God has done for us, and then a picture of what we do in response. And so God makes a way for us to be used in for His purposes. But sometimes we don't prepare ourselves the right way, and sometimes when God comes through for us, we don't respond the right way. And so I think it's best that we check these things. Uh, Here's what God has done for Israel. Okay, for example, in Nehemiah chapter 9, he reminds them that, verse 6, you alone are the Lord, you made heaven, you made everything in it. The host of heaven worships you. I'm just sort of kind of reading through this pretty fast, not reading everything, just give you an idea. Verse 7, you're the Lord God who chose Abram, brought him out of the Ur of the Chaldeans, gave him a name Abraham, found his heart faithful before you. Verse 8, made a covenant with him. Uh, there's land that he gave to the Israelites that were from the land of Canaan. He performed, it says, you have performed your words, you are righteous. Verse 9 is a reminder of what happened in Egypt. You saw the affliction of our fathers in Egypt. You heard their cry by the Red Sea. You showed signs and wonders against Pharaoh, against all his servants, and against all the people of his land. For you knew they acted proudly against him, so you made a name for yourself as it is this day. Verse 11, you divided the sea before them, so they went through the midst of the sea on the dry land. Their persecutors you threw into the deep as a stone into the mighty waters. Moreover, you led them by day with a cloudy pillar, by night with a pillar of fire. To them you gave light on the road which they should travel. Verse 13, you came down also on Mount Sinai, spoke with them from heaven, gave them ordinances and laws, statutes and judgments, made known to them your holy Sabbath, commanded them precepts, statutes, and laws by the hand of Moses your servant. You gave them bread from heaven for their hunger, and brought water out of the rocks for their thirst. Told them to go to possess the land which you'd sworn to give them. All right, now God did all that. So what should the response of the Israelites have been? Well, it wasn't what it should have been. And we see oftentimes that we don't respond the right way either. Look in listen to this. Look in verse 16. But they and our fathers acted proudly, hardened their necks, and did not heed your commandments. They refused to obey. They were not mindful of your wonders that you did among them. They hardened their necks, and in their rebellion, they appointed a leader to return to their bondage. But you are God. This is the best part. Okay, they're basically biting the hand that feeds them. We do that far too many times. We need to be thankful for what God does, and not ungrateful. Okay, not complaining, not in that mood where we're just not appreciative. We don't need to take God for granted. And yet it says, but you are God, ready to pardon, gracious and merciful, slow to anger, abundant in kindness, and did not forsake them. Wow. That's the kind of God we serve. Let's do our best not to take God for granted. Let's appreciate all that He's done for us. Speaking of what He's done for us, He's allowing me and my family to have some time to just spend together and to go on a vacation. And so, in my place on Sunday, Brother Jason Lockhart is going to be there to preach for you, those that will be in person. For those that cannot be there in person but depend on the videos that I post for each Sunday, don't worry. I'm going to have a video ready to be uploaded and scheduled to release on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, as I always will. So be on standby for that. But anyway, just wanted to give some of these thoughts for you and to you, and ask you to continue to pray for me and my family as I continue to pray for you and yours. Um, Hopefully, I will get to see you on this video platform on next week's midweek check in. But until then, I pray that you have a fabulous and wonderful rest of the day.